Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and in today's video, I'm going to be filming a little reading vlog. Wow, and just like this Magnolia Parks. But I'm also not loving it. It's been a while since I have filmed one of these, and so I was like, why not pick up the camera and film a reading vlog, because I am reading some books. The time that I'm filming this video right now is towards the end of April, so I'm like finishing up my TBR, and the book that I'm reading right now is An Ember in the Ashes. I'm quite literally almost done with it. I'm 300 pages in, and this book is like 400 and a half pages, and then I'm reading Magnolia Parks, and then I have I always confuse that book with Babylon. Babel, but I don't think I'll be able to finish Babel this month because it's a really long book. I think today I want to finish An Ember in the Ashes. If I don't end up finishing it, that's fine, since tomorrow is Friday and like I'll have a lot of time to finish that. I'm audiobooking Magnolia Parks because it's been hard for me to get into that book. And then for Babel, I don't know if I'll even be starting that book this month, but that's completely fine. As for An Ember in the Ashes, let me give you my thoughts on this book so far. So basically in this book we have the two main characters, Elias and Laia. We get both of their point of views, and so Elias, he is part of the Empire. He's basically a soldier in the Empire. So in the Empire, they have these trials that the students have to partake in. That's what Elias is doing. And Elias, he actually does not want to be a part of this Empire. And as for Laia's side of the story, her brother was captured by the Empire. So she's on a mission to go get her brother back. And to get her brother back, she needs help from the rebels because she can't do it alone. She finds the rebels and they curate like a plan. She becomes a spy. Throughout the whole story, Laia becomes a slave, and you just see how the Empire treats the slaves, and it goes to show why Elias doesn't want to be part of this Empire. Oh, also, did I mention that his mom is like the leader, so he's basically kind of a prince, which is very ironic for him because he has a role to play and he doesn't want to fulfill that role, and I don't blame him because these are terrible people. The two characters have already met, but we're not getting like too much of that. It's kind of slow, and I'm not hating that, but I'm also not loving it. Like, it's okay. I think I would have enjoyed it more if my attention span wasn't so bad right now. I think if I read this when I was a little bit more calm, because lately my nerves have not been calm. And I have some theories, but I want to continue reading it and I'll see if my theories are correct. Those are my very brief thoughts on this book so far. And so I've been reading it on my Kindle to get through it faster. I have 2 hours to read, so I'm gonna go and see how much I can read in these 2 hours. So yeah. I got a few chapters in, and I'm at the point where they're making some new discoveries, like putting the pieces together. Yeah. Hey guys, it's the next day, and excuse how I look. I know I look busted, but I finally finished An Ember in the Ashes about like 20 minutes ago, and I'm just really like happy that I finally finished this book because it took me so long to read this. Like, it took me like a week and a half to read this book, and it's not because it's bad. I actually enjoyed it, but it was just really slow, so that made me read a lot slower too. I gave it some tabs, and my rating for it, I gave this a 4 stars. I don't want to go too into detail because I don't know if I'm gonna do a monthly wrap up, so I'm just gonna say that I enjoyed this book and I'm excited for the next one and to read the whole series. There was barely any romance. It was very faint. The plot, I really enjoyed the plot and the characters and their kind of like character development. I really enjoyed that part of the story, but it was just really slow in the beginning. Towards the end, I started to like pick up the pace a little bit more because I was like towards the end, of course. I was getting to the end of the story, so I just like had more motivation to read. Anyways, my mom's calling me. I really like Laya. She actually might be one of my favorite book characters. I just see myself in her so much. I think that if I were in her world, we would be really good friends. I really like Elise as well. I really don't like Marcus and Elise's mother. I don't even know her name. Her name is not worth knowing. She is not worth it. She sucks and Marcus sucks. I gave it some tabs. I don't know if I already mentioned that. This author is really good at writing. Genuinely, like, she has some good quotes in here, and at the end of like every chapter, there's always kind of a cliffhanger. It makes you want to see what's next. And I do have some theories I think are true. They weren't answered in this book, and I thought they were going to be answered by the end of this book, and they weren't. But I don't know, maybe in the next book. Yeah, the next book probably, because it would be dragging way too much if it wasn't. I don't want to say what my theory is, but it does involve Laya's brother. I think if you read this book, you would know what I mean. So that's that for this book. I might make a wrap up and talk more about it. But right now, I'm currently reading Magnolia Parks. I'm on chapter 6. So far in the book, I don't like any of the characters. I don't like Magnolia. I don't like BJ. I just can't really relate to any of them. They are kind of relatable because like they're not perfect and their situations are just messy, but I can't really relate to them. And when I don't relate to a character, if I don't like relate to a character at least a teensy bit, or I just like don't like the characters, that makes it hard to read the book. And another part of it is hard is because like you want to root for the character, right? You want to like be like their supporter, and with this book I just don't see that happening much, so I don't know. I still want to get through it with an open mind. I'm gonna go a little bit slower with this book. I want to take my time on this. I already have the second book. If I don't end up liking this book, I can just hop right into this book. I've seen that people enjoyed this book more and they enjoyed the characters more, so we'll see. I really want to keep an open mind when reading this series. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I'm gonna go and I'll see you guys later when I start reading this book again, because I don't think I'm gonna read it today. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. I know some of you are cringing out there by this action right here. I apologize, but let me live. Thank you very much. First thing I want to say is her writing is amazing. I can see why people really like Just Hastings writing. Like, there are so many good quotes in here, and I really like how the character is like talking to me as if I were right there, or as if we were like on FaceTime. I really like that. And the sun is finally coming out. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that, the reflection? Hey guys, it's a few days later, I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to continue reading Magnolia Parks. I made myself a little coffee. I think I put a little bit too much cinnamon. I wanted to first, let me change locations because I don't want to like keep standing. Okay. My mind has changed and I think I like this book now. I didn't get too far into the book, but I don't know. I think my mind just like took a drastic route and just like decided to like it. I don't even know. I guess because like the characters, I can kind of sympathize with the characters a little bit more. Before, I just like thought that they were gonna be like these super annoying characters that I just like couldn't root for, but now I'm just like, yeah, they do make stupid decisions, but like I can kind of sympathize with them. They just feel so real. The story's getting a little bit more interesting. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue reading. Let's hope that my mind doesn't change and I continue to enjoy this book. I also made some food, so I'm probably gonna like listen to the book while I eat. I have like today and tomorrow to finish this book because I want to finish it before April ends so I can like film the wrap up on Friday. Yeah, let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Okay. Okay, I keep like forgetting that these people are rich, or no, I know they're rich, that's for sure, but I keep forgetting that they're like famous. Like Magnolia is famous and some of the people surrounding her are famous, and like when they talk about like their fame or like something happens and it's because of their fame, it's just like, oh, like it makes you go back, it makes you think like, oh, these people are literal like just like us. Celebrities are people too. They have their own problems as well and their own emotions. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to add because like I just took notice to that right now and I kind of just like forgot. I literally forgot. Hey everyone, so I finished Magnolia Parks today, earlier this morning, and let me just say, wow, because I thought I wasn't gonna like this book as much as I do. I just thought that I wasn't like into the drama and I thought it would be repetitive with BJ and Magnolia, but I couldn't be farther from the truth. Like, wow, was I wrong? I gave this a 4 stars. I didn't give it a 5 stars because it doesn't have that 5 stars feeling, but it definitely is a well-deserved 4 stars. And Jessica Hastings, genuinely, she has such a talent for writing because I have never read a book with this type of writing before. It's a very unique style and you just gotta give her credit for that. And you have to give her credit for writing a book like this. I saw a quote on Goodreads. It was like, I wrote it down actually. On Goodreads, someone said that this book is an absolute mess written in poetry, and like that is so true because this book was messy. It was messy, but like in the best way possible. It was not repetitive. Like I thought it was gonna be repetitive, but to me, in my opinion, it was not repetitive. I was enjoying it the whole entire time. I was entertained. I was like, what's gonna happen to their relationship? And I'm very interested in reading the other books because I want to see how their story ends and how they could possibly fix their broken relationship. Very nice. I enjoyed this book a lot. 4 stars, and because of that, I'm going to hop right into Daisy Hates. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. And this is Daisy's story, Daisy's and Christian's story, so it's not Magnolia and BJ's. I'm interested in their story too, I guess. I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of like Magnolia or BJ in this book. I don't know how it's gonna be. I'm just very excited to get through this series because like it's so different. I knew that this book was gonna be like different because that's what everyone says. It doesn't seem like my taste, but I actually really enjoyed the book, so like I'm excited for the series and I'm excited to see everyone's stories and how everything goes. That's that, and that's also the end for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, had some good books in this video. Very happy. Okay, bye. See you guys in the next one.